So, Metal Gear, the hit series made by Konami that captured the hearts of many. You know, before they stopped and relied on pachinko machines now. Nonetheless, it's a great series of games. I mean, I don't have much experience with the series, but I've played half of Metal Gear Solid 5, an awesome game with lots of freedom of choice and gameplay. But the other game I played is Metal Gear Rising Revengence. I saw it on Xbox Live Gold and I thought, hey, this looks really cool. A cyborg ninja with a lightning sword? Sweet! And I enjoyed the hell out of it. Looking back, I wanted to see if it was as entertaining as I remembered. Now keep in mind, I am not a Metal Gear Solid fan. Not to say I think the series is bad, I just didn't grow up with the series. I think the series is highly regarded as one of the best video game franchises Konami has ever published. It was too bad that the series was done dirty by the company who made it. Everyone knows the story, but that's... But for what the series has given us, it's absolutely great stuff. I played tons of Metal Gear Solid 5 when I got on Xbox Live Gold, so I was excited to try out Revengeance, and what I got really surprised me. The game was announced in 2009 under the name of Metal Gear Solid Rising. At the time of its announcement, Metal Gear Solid 4 was already released as the finale to the entire MGS story, so fans were confused as to why Raiden was in his cyborg ninja gear in the trailer when he was back in his original human body in the ending to MGS 4. It was originally going to take place in between the events of the Sons of Liberty and Guns of the Patriot games, but during production they instead went to make the game take place after Guns of the Patriots to get some more room for developers to put in story beats and gameplay that'll make sense in the timeline. During development, Metal Gear Solid Rising was originally being developed internally by Konami, but because of the complications of mixing stealth with fast-paced action, they scrapped the idea before someone at Platinum Games came in and took the helm for development. So, the story begins with our guy Raiden, who was tasked with protecting the Prime Minister. Here, Raiden is a private security provider, and it seems that they have pretty good defenses, when all of a sudden, cyborgs start to attack.
I said clear the road! We're authorized to use force if you do!
With a quick strip revealing his true cyborg form, Raiden joins the battle. After the cutscene, the gameplay shows that it's very in line with Platinum Games' other work, like Bayonetta. It's a hack and slash game with a light attack, heavy attack, jump, and item usage, but what's unique to this game is a dedicated parry feature. When you move in front of the enemy and attack at the same time, you do a stance and parry the attack in front of you. And if you do it at the very last second, you can counter the attack, which sometimes even triggers a quick time finisher. It's a really smooth combat system and it flows really well with his movement options. After dealing with the first few enemies of the game, you encounter a Metal Gear Ray. What? The first boss of the game is a behemoth that towers over you, attacks you with missiles, machine gun fire, and stomps on you. Talk about starting things out with a bang. And this boss helps out in introducing another mechanic in the game, Zandatsu. With the push of a button, you can slow down time and slice things up as precisely or as wildly as possible, and both options have great uses. With precision, you can slice off the arms of specific enemies to unlock concept art, and even just weaken the poor bastards having no arms to hit you. Look at this guy. Oh god! Another mechanic with the Zandatsu is reaping them of their power cores and just destroying them to get all your health and energy back. And I really like this mechanic. The way it's balanced is that you're not as sturdy as you may think. There is no invincibility frames for after you get hit, so you could be juggled around by the horde you're trying to destroy. So taking their power cells is essential for getting through the campaign. And it just sounds so satisfying. But with some enemies, they have too thick of armor to just take their cells right away. You have to weaken them first. And some enemy types are more of a hassle than others. You got your standard grunts as usual, but then there are the more larger enemies with the UGs, such as the Gecko and the Hammerheads. It requires a bit more strategy to take these down, but they're daisies compared to the most annoying and brutal enemies in the whole game, Mastiffs and Raptors. Mastiffs are these gorilla-type UGs that are the definition of brutal. They slam down, they jump around, they even use grapples to get more damage out of you if you get too close. Raptors are even more annoying due to how they can use EMP blasts to temporarily stun you. And when a group of enemies are around while you can't move,
You're fucked.